All right, let's see if this works this time. Because last time it did not work and I got an error message. So it says the video is unavailable. Well, why is that? Well, we're going to try and do this and see what we get. I'm going to go back. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not really sure what is going on with YouTube. This normally works for me, and apparently, let's go up here. Don't see me. Hello. There we go. Let me go to my channel. And here. View your channel. Am I looking at myself? Yes. Okay, good. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Welcome again. Starting over. Let me get my coffee. It's been one of those mornings. Hope everybody had a good Father's Day for all you dads out there. One of the added benefits of us doing Father's Day yesterday is that when I got my P1P to P1S upgrade kit on Saturday, I really had no place to lay it out and set it up. But when we have so many people over for family events and stuff like that, the kitchen table gets cleaned off and it's a perfect work surface. My studio is a little bit cluttered and there's no real great place to organize everything. So I'm here in my kitchen. And so anyway, I hope everybody had a good weekend. It's Monday morning. It is rare, but it's sunny here in Seattle. And I'm just going to get to it. I'm going to upgrade this P1P to the P1S with the kit. And we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to do it live, and you know, whatever happens, happens. And eventually what I'll probably do is I'll take the content that came from this stream and then edit it and repost it in something that's a little bit more coherent. But you know, this is the best way to do it. So I hope everybody's got their coffee if it's that time of day for you. I am streaming. Let's see, I've got my Osmo Pocket 3 and I've got a Link 360 up here. So let me just switch to the views here. You can see. So this is a top-down view of my P1P right now. It's totally open. And then I've got this view. Turn off this side view here. So I'll be trying to move things around so that you have views that you can see, you know, from time to time. And if I miss something or if I get any kind of, I don't know, just issues with people seeing something that I'm doing, it's fine. I will be more than happy to go through it. So, and I'll just be in the background. And let's see, I'm going to go switch over here to my browser, and I'm in step 1. Now, the first step is for the cable chain assembly. And I need the 1.5 and 2.0 Allen key wrench, which came with the printer. And let's see what else. How do you can't go out of the way? Let's see. Reminder: to prevent step loss caused by insufficient tube length, it's advisable to replace with the 550. Okay, fine. I can do that. Is not recommended to install the cable chain assembly on P1P printer. So it's okay. We're not. We're doing the upgrade. All right. So the first things first, it says it looks like loosen and remove the tubes, the PTFE tubes. See if I get this a little bit closer. And come on. Go like that. And I'm assuming, let me zoom this guy up here, that I'm going to need to take this off. I'll just disconnect it because we don't need it right now. And then loosen the PTFE tube. So that's just pushing down. And then I'm guessing over here on the back side here. Yeah, that's okay, done. Remove the rear housing, which I've already done. Unlock the tool head board and disconnect the tool head cable from the tool head board. Okay, I'm guessing that's on the back. Let us see. Probably bears watching the video, huh? Probably should do that. But let's see, what do we got here? Tool head board, tool head cable. That is the servo motors. Let me go back and take a look at that real quick. This is the only downside about doing it with the kitchen table in the way is I gotta walk around. Let us see. Can I bring the camera down? Yeah, I can. There's the back. Okay, sometimes it helps to see. I don't want to blast you guys with this, but let's see what it says here. Okay, and I did all that. Okay, so I see the other thing we got to do here. All right, so this one has us remove the clips, which I'll do. I'll bring this back up here. And we'll get these clips off. They had an interesting little thing in the video where you just kind of do this. It just comes off. And that works. Just pull it through. Okay, one more. All right. Now, I guess they said this is not the one we're going to run with, so I'll get rid of that. And now it wants me to remove these back parts here. So, let's see. We need a tiny little screwdriver for that guy. I printed, I don't know if you guys have done this, but I printed these little handles over the hex or the Allen key so that it actually becomes a usable tool. And it looks, let me, yeah, I think we have to disconnect all this stuff. So another nice thing about doing this is in the kitchen is all the Tupperware containers I have. So I can go ahead and put all these tiny screws somewhere while I'm not using them. All right. Kind of wonder if I should take the whole thing apart, but I'm just going to follow the directions for now. Ooh, these are teeny tiny. See, if I was doing this in my studio with a carpet floor, I'd spend half the stream just looking for the screws that I lost into the carpet. And I would inevitably find them when I'm vacuuming. All right, that one's going to come off. So clearly I have a power tool here, but sometimes getting into these little nooks and crannies with that thing is a bit of a challenge. So that's why I'm doing it live. It's obviously you can tune in and tune out whenever you want. I'm here for the duration though. I know a lot of people did this last year. They when the kits came out, and so I know this isn't anything new. It's new to me, So, and it might be new to you. Now, let's see here. How do they have that getting removed? Okay, take those off. And, oh, it's just like slides right back. Okay. Let's get a little leverage here. Oh yeah, just comes right off. Cool. All right, so, excuse me, take these screws, put them in the tool head cover. Put the tool head cover aside. It says disconnect the cable, which is this boy right here. There we go. Off. Now, let's see what they have me do. Oh, this part flips up here. Oh, and then we got to remove the more screws to remove. Great. Okay. So it looks like 1, 2, 3 screws to get out. So if you're a P1S owner, you did the right thing. And I'll tell you why I got a P1P and then basically 45 days later I'm upgrading to a P1S. The answer is actually very simple. When I was going to buy this printer, the threat of tariffs had caused Bambu to raise their prices. And then when those tariff, I don't know, threats, whatever you want to call it, got rescinded or delayed, Bambu lowered their prices again. I don't think they lowered them back to where they were, but they did lower them. So I was stuck with the printer, a choice. I mean, I had a budget for buying a printer, and it was basically the P1S, and then that went too high for me. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll have to get the P1P. And that's what I did. And then when they decided to lower the prices, all us folks who purchased the P1P, or anybody who purchased a printer or any accessory at an elevated price, got a gift card, basically for use on the. That's what I was able to take advantage of, fortunately. Okay, these clips, I don't know if they're needed. Let me just play the video a little bit more here. So this P1P already has the latest firmware running on it, and Bambu, you sneaky guys, you just what did it? Oh, it just flashed something to me. Let's see what it said. What did it do? The latest firmware actually removed the fine 8. Oh, these guys, these. Let's see. They quote unquote, upgraded the firmware, and when they did that, they put more security back on. It's like, come on, man, you didn't need to do that. But I'll have some videos about my thoughts on Bambu lately, the way they handle customer service in particular, but not negative stuff necessarily. It's just, I guess it's being a new company, growing pains, that kind of stuff. I remember the early days of Apple where their customer service was absolutely horrid. And so I'm willing to give them a little bit of a pass, but you know what? If you got companies like Prusa out there that have stellar customer service, and once they get their shipping costs down, they're gonna be a real contender. Okay, so it says these fine screws, I'm guessing to get rid of these, but of course I can't see a thing. Let me get my brightness level up on my screen here. Oh, it is the brightest. Okay, that one and that one. Oh, did that. Am I doing, oh, I might be doing the things that they told me to do already. Course thread, yes. Okay, yeah. So I'm watching the video right now. Hoping you're seeing, yeah, you're still seeing me. Let me go back to Google. Where did my video go? Oh, there it is. So I'm watching the part of the video right now that explains taking off the back cover here, which I've already done because I knew this was going to have to come off. So rather than waste time with the bajillion screws that are on the back side of that thing, figured I'd just do that. Okay, so now I need to get this guy out, which we knew. One of the other things I decided, you know, I have an enclosure upstairs that is an old rack mount, and I've got videos on the channel already about me using that, and I have been using it since I got the P1P. It's an old studio insulated rack mount, mainly insulated for sound, but it also insulated just for temperature. And it's got some fairly large, it's got 420 millimeter fans on the backside. And those are amazingly good, but they're also amazingly loud. So I had to disable three of the four. But then the chamber temperature starts creeping up, and you know, it's like there's no regulation. Of course, you're never going to get cooler than ambient temperature, and that's another consideration for me. Is that my being in the Northwest, the Pacific Northwest in the U.S., most of us don't have air conditioning, so these hotter summer months are hot to us. I grew up in New Orleans, so this is not hot, but when you don't have air conditioning, it's pretty hot. And so I definitely find myself in a studio that's routinely well above ambient, like 10 degrees above, 10 degrees Fahrenheit above. So, all right, what else am I going to do now? So I get those off, which is good. And then, oh, there's one more screw. And where are you? Seriously, way back there? You're kidding me, right? Can I eyeball it? Probably not. Yeah, let's see. Straight back. This might be actually a bigger screw. This is going to be fun when you get back in. I might have to put the printer on its front. I ain't even touching that screw. Let's see. Well, doesn't look like I am, but get spinning. Find out real soon here. Well, I might be, I don't know, I can't tell if that's a smaller one or not. Hung up, you every now and then, any of you guys put Lego sets together, I always got hung up on the one piece. Kind of feel like that's what's going on right now. I don't think this is engaging at all. No, definitely not. Okay, but that is that one piece. I just gotta, let's see. Maybe this is an opportunity for me to get a chair and sit down instead of having to contort my body. And work at it level where I can see everything. And you guys can see everything. This is about as low as I can take it. Yeah. All right. They really don't make this very easy. I wonder if I'm on the right screw even. No, I definitely am. Okay, I'm gonna look at the video a little bit more. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Okay, well, no, wait. Go away for a brief second. Now they had it. What screw are they having? Is it over here? You know what? It sure as hell looks like, well, it's attached, but looks like there's another screw here. Huh. Let us see. But this is in the main board. Does this thing have to come out? Maybe. Okay. I mean, they make it sound like it's right here, so. And if I look at the housing for this poop chute, it definitely looks like it's connected there. No, it's not. It's definitely not. That is just, that's just a little tab. So, I'm at a bit of a loss here. Let me see if I can get a better view of it. What is preventing this from sliding down? Huh. It can't be this screw, is it? I think this thing just comes straight down, right? Okay. Well, here's the screw. There it goes. I was going after the right screw. Great. Now I took out or loosened the screw on the main board. Let me put that back in for now. Okay. Bambu, you need to update your videos, guys. That screw is on the other side. Okay. So, put this guy and its associated screws off to the side. And let's go and look at the next step while I grab a sip of coffee. Okay, we want to disconnect. All right, I see that. So don't do what I just did and put a open cup of liquid. Okay, there we go. So the whole purpose of that big old jobby dealy there was to get this cable out. Okay. Yep, and there it comes. Sort of. It's getting hung up on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew. Let's get that out. All right. So then that comes out. I'm guessing pull that guy out and pull the cable through, which we just did. Get all these guys off, little clips. Man, these are all good. Install the cable and chain. Okay, so this is where, okay. I think we have an upgraded cable that is part of this. Yep, I see it already. Let me get these clips off. Wow, these things are all good. Okay, there we go. So old cable. Toss it over there for the moment. And let's see. Let's go ahead and got the other. Let's see here. What's the best one? There we go. There's a new cable. By the way, this kit I think was originally $200 or $180, and I think now it is $160. So, all right, move this and get a better view of just overall here. Okay, so we need to feed this down. Like so. Here. I'll move cameras around here. So obviously I'm going to take a lot longer to do this than you guys normally would because you're not sitting here talking. All right, let's go over here and go. There we go. And we'll drop this in like so, in the little clips. There's one right there. Kind of need to feed the wire part of the tubing, the cabling, you know, through the clips separately. It looks like that's what needs to be done. Wow, look at this. Some wear and tear in here. Look at, I don't know if you can see this or not. Let's see. Yeah, well, no, you really can't. But this is a warning symbol. It's just been worn down. And that's just been the cabling, the PTFE tube and the tool chain, or the tool assembly, that cable that they've been rubbing up against there every time it goes. So hopefully this chain will fix a lot of that stuff. All right. And let's go back to my Google video. And let's see what we got here. Do they want me to put that in now? Yeah, so red to the side. Okay. Go back. Go back here. And there we go. And you can see it. And my little cable came through somewhere around here. Let's see. I got these silly anti-vibration feet on here, which are great. Don't get me wrong, they're great, but they just drag on this table surface. Okay, it looked like in the video the red was to the right. So it looks like we're in there. Okay, that's good. It's in place now. And what's next? Oh, we put the doohickey back. Oh, it slides in. Okay, screw it down. Does it want me to put that other screw? Yeah, of course it does. All right, so the one thing I just struggled with, I got to put back in now. I swear, if this video, I heard something, you know what? I'm not going to do that yet. I'm gonna come back to this because one of the videos I watched last time when I was going through other people's experience with this is that they left the back panel off during the upgrade process just in case they needed to get to anything, because they said that the way the videos were produced or the way the directions were laid out, that these things were kind of disjointed, and so you put the panel on, or you take the panel off, you put it on, take it off again, put it on. So I'm gonna leave that because that's easy enough to put back in. Let's get to the tool chain guide here. Yeah, it's having me put the back panel on. I'm not even going to waste anybody's time with that. All right. So I'm just looking at that part of the video right now where they're saying to put it all back. So I know one thing we're going to have to do is get at over here. We'll get this up again. I know I'm going to have to get in here. Okay, so it has me put that back on. I don't think I need to touch the tool head assembly after that, so that's good news. Okay, so I need to route that over. Wait, is this the right one? Huh. Oh wait, no, this is right. This is right. This went to here. That's what it did. Went to this. But the little rubber gasket, that's interesting. Did this come with a rubber? What is this guy? I wonder. Yeah, there's all these new parts here, and none of that is discussed in the video. Let me go back to the steps here. It says, okay, so we're at no, that's not what we want. Okay, so okay, going here, tools, blah, 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 blah. I'm reading, guys. Blah, blah, blah. Install the excess chute. Connect the tool head and install the tool head board. Cut the rubber plug and remove it. Huh, okay. So it's saying connect it anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go ahead and put this back on. Wait, this is the wrong part. That's for this guy here. What am I missing? What did I forget? That's there, that's there. That is not the right connector. I'm pretty sure I have the right cable. It's the only one that looks like it. Let us see. Come back to that other video. Back a little bit. Yeah, even the video's got the rubber gasket on there. Okay, that's, yeah, so the tool head. Oh, there it is. There is the connector. Ha! That's what I figured. Which way do they have it oriented? Oh, I think it goes like this, actually. Yeah. There we go. Because then it pops out. Yep, that's exactly it. And then goes through here. All right. I don't think, no, I think this stays back that way actually. Yeah, I think it just does that, just stays there. All right, so we got to screw this thing back down. Let's do that. Tiny little screws. And let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and, by the way, I am not checking comments. So if you're on, I'm not ignoring you, I'm just not checking comments. Sorry about that. I'm not running on a multi-monitor assembly or setup today, so I tend not to. I usually have comments off in a different window, and I'm not looking right now. Okay, that stays put. Don't move no more. Find a spot for you. See, hard surface. Gotta have a hard surface. Do that. Okay. Pretty. Nope, did I get it? This is where having an extra pair of hands comes in real handy. No pun intended. Let's get that. All right, lined up. Just one screw. I just want to get one there. Call it my pilot screw. And then the other one, I know one's over there. I'll go get it. Walk all the way around the table. And I'll get the long screw. There it is. Huh. Went into the cooling assembly, of course. I mean, why wouldn't you? Don't want to crimp anything. They made this super easy to take off, but it is for somebody with fat fingers. Don't know. Do not know if this is advisable or not. But you do you. See if this cable is just, oh, it came off again. Lovely. That would have sucked. I know I'm setting this up right because there we go. Huh. What's it pivoting on in there? Maybe it's right there that I'm supposed to be. Oh, hello. Oh, it's just my little clip. Looks like there's a channel that goes right around the fan where this cable can go. And right there. Right? Like that makes sense. Makes perfect sense. That's where you want it. Like right there. Just push that without disconnecting the damn wire. Okay. This is proving to be a little bit more of a challenge than I expected. But it's really not that bad. It's just getting everything lined up. Now, for somebody like myself who's never done this before, I'm really concerned about this connection point though for the tool head. It seems to me like the point should connect up better. It just seems like it's a really, let me look at the video again. Just making sure I'm putting that in right. I'm sure I am. Yeah. They conveniently edit that part of routing the wire out. Something tells me that that was not the easiest part to do, and they don't really let that on. But I can see there's actually, you can see it. Hope you can see it. Let me switch over to eCam here. Da, da, da. I don't know what that is. You can see, wonder, I'm gonna get in closer here. Come on, focus. Oh, that band's in the way. But right inside there, let's see if I can get that gimbal to swing up. Right inside here is a channel for that cable, for that wire. And it actually, if I feed this down, you can see it a little bit better. See how the cable can go right around here and then into here, and then this is where the connector sits. Getting that to stay put is proving to be a little bit of a challenge, so bear with me. I'll focus it on there. There we go. I think I can zoom in a little bit too while I'm at it. Where is my sound effects? Camera switcher. There we go. All right, now I can zoom in. That's it. Oh, wow. I don't know why it's stepping like that. Weird. Okay. So anyway, that's what I'm working on right now, is trying to get that done correctly. And I think the best way to do this is to get, maybe I need to get my needle nose and do something. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I just got it. Might have just got it. It's all about the angle. Yep, that's what it was. Okay. So I just got one more screw from over there to install. All of this for a single cable. Talk about dedication. You know, something to be said for, and I know that a lot of Prusa users are like this, is like when you assemble your own printer, you learn the inner workings of it. And then, you know, if something does go wrong or you're talking to tech support and they tell you to do X, Y, or Z, that you understand what they're talking about because you've had to see the guts of your printer. All right, so that is back in action. And I'm guessing it's going to have me put the case back on, the tool head. Oops. Yeah, it puts that on. Those go back in. Coffee time. Well, it wants me to cut. Okay, it didn't come with the rubber grommet. Okay. So I see. All right, so, that makes sense now. They didn't want me to. There is no rubber grommet anymore, I guess. This video, when it was shot, probably was shot when the rubber grommet came with the kit. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just guessing. But let's see. Why can't? Okay, so yeah, all right. So now, just a matter of putting the wire through here, right? And then, there you go. Except, this is interesting. Let me do this then. I'll do it this way. Did I put it on wrong? I did. I put it on wrong. That explains it. My other Stratasys printer that I have in the garage has these really beefy tool chain guides for all the cabling and everything. It is beefy. It is beefy. This'll do. Don't get me wrong, but they're nothing like the one that I've seen with the Stratasys printer. Okay, so then that is installed. It's clipped in place. You can freely rotate. That's good. So we now have the tool chain assembly almost there. Up, and then we got to put on this other part, which is this. I'm going to rotate this guy around. And so they want you, if it looks like stuff goes through here. All right, so they want you to snap this in. Just make sure you're not pinching anything. I wonder if I need this right now. I bet not. Well, I'll leave it. Doesn't say to remove it, so. But I guess you have to push this in. Okay. Am I going in? Yeah, I'm going in up there. Okay. And am I going in here too? Am I doing it right? Push that cable in. There we go. I'm guessing this snaps, right? Little nubs there? Nope, no nubs. Okay. This doesn't seem right though. It seems like it needs to go. Oh, there we go. That's right. That makes a lot more sense. But I don't know if I need this, or if maybe I shift this over, because this is where I think this is to prevent the PTFE tube from rubbing. So if I shift that over, it should be fine. All right, so the tool chain is there. Now, there's got to be a connector or something. Yes, there is. By golly, there is. But this looks like it's for PTFE. All right, well, let's see. Ah. Okay, so yeah, there is one more step here. And that, I guess, involves pulling on this cable some. And then I see where it rotates right there. Sorta. But seems like it should be able to rotate more. Like almost, did I go too far? And it looks okay, but where's my phone? Oh yeah, it just came right out. Get a little light on there. Shed a little light on the situation. Okay. So I wonder if I came at it like this. No, it's nothing. It's not grabbing anywhere. I can see the little nubs. Why is it not grabbing though? I wonder. Don't want to mess this up. Let's just check, go back just a little bit in the video. Oh no, it does. Okay, so it does go straight in. My bad. Okay, well then I guess that's what we're worried about, right? Okay, well, that's it. That's all we needed to do. All right. I was overthinking it. Let's see. Let's keep going. Okay, a little PTFE dude, rubber bracket. Okay. Okay, and then the rear housing. Okay, so next step is rubber bracket. And I'm guessing it goes like this. Okay, that was very simple. Why isn't that included with the P1P? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Price differential. That 3-cent rubber part. I know it costs more money to make it. Well aware of that. Tooling is not cheap. All right. Okay. So let's put the rubber housing, or not rubber housing. Put the rear housing back on, which we're going to do. Screw that sucker down. Honestly, most of the upgrade that I've seen in the videos I've watched, most of it looks fairly uncomplicated. This is the only part I think where it was like, wow, you got to disassemble this much stuff just to get an upgraded cable installed. But I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong, it makes sense, but it's just like, man, it's a lot of work. Is that not snapped on all the way? Or is that not engaging? That's all it was. Okay. Just needed to give a little love squeeze. Go around to the other side. All right, so we are about 45 minutes in. Now, to be fair, I am the kind of person that likes to take time on this stuff because, trust me, there's been enough instances where I have rushed things and then broken things, and then it takes even longer to fix it because you got to wait for the replacement part, and of course that comes with added expense. So, assuming that this tool head cable stayed put the whole time, which it looked like it did, but then this actually went fairly smoothly. The little poop shoot thing, that's just a video inconsistency. You have to be, it's probably a good idea before you tackle some steps, if you're going to do this, is to make sure that you are, that the video that's on the website is consistent with what you're seeing in the kit that you got. Because I got to be honest with you, it hasn't been. And, things change. I've been in the business long enough to understand that sometimes it's not even worth updating a video just because you changed one little part. But then it does confuse people who don't know what they're doing or don't know what they should be looking for. And then they think that they got a bad kit. Okay. So the housing is going back on. And I'm just, some of the things that they put in there. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the new, aha, that's what this is. This is the new PTFE tube. I don't know what the screws are for. Man, YouTube, why can't you let me just pause a video instead of putting up a bunch of ads? Come on, man. So let's see here. So this is the new tube, which is underneath all this stuff. Okay. So it looks like I'm supposed to take the longer tube. Let me just measure it up against the one that I ditched. They're the exact same length. I mean, what did it say, 530 versus, okay. It's a little bit longer. I don't think it's that much longer, but whatever. Okay, so they have you push this through, right? Like so. And push this guy. Oops. Oh. Sorry, guys. Had to move the camera holder there for a second. All right. Go through here. Feed it through. Come on. There we go. And then I'm guessing this is going to go somewhere around here, connects up here, something like that. We'll find out. And it says connect this end. Okay, done. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay. So it says okay. So this is wrong. I gotta switch it around. I mean, yeah, I gotta switch it around. They didn't talk about this little blue clip on here, but I'm guessing this is a lock clip. So take that off. And then goes this. No, it does go. Does it go that way? Okay. It's going to go all the way to here. So for those of you watching on this camera here, you can see this. There we go. Look it down. That tubing right here that went through here, this little metal grommet kind of comes up and then you lock it in place there. So, and it looks, yeah, it looks like it goes, come on. Gotta press it. There we go. Whoa, okay, I don't think it's supposed to shred the damn tubing. What the hell? Come on, guys. Oh yeah, that totally just messed up this camera. Okay. Now it says here, of course I don't have my calipers with me. It says that comes out 1.15 or so millimeters, plus or minus 3 millimeters. And then that goes there. Okay. I'm watching the video right now. Okay, they don't say anything about connecting this back up. So, but it says 15 millimeters plus or minus 3, which I'm guessing, I don't know, I'm going to take a wild guess here and say that that's probably close. Now, why is it that I wanted to shred this PTFE tubing? That's really disturbing. Okay, so you come up right there to that point, and then you lock it in place. Fortunately, I'm not shredding the... I'm only shredding the exterior, not the interior. Jesus, that's disturbing. Probably the way I put it on. Well, not probably. I know it's the way I put it on, but still, that's pretty rough. Okay, so then that's going to go here, back in. And then our front housing goes back on. So, like so. Just connect up the little top part. Tell you what, if I get busy enough with this printer, I am going to buy another one just so I don't have to change the damn nozzle. What a pain in the ass that is. Pardon my French. It's just, it is such a pain in the butt to change that nozzle because I do a lot of tiny stuff and I need the 0.2 from time to time. And my God, what a pain. What a pain. Okay. So that is done. Now, if I go back to the rest of the installation guide, okay, so now it's saying remove the, here, we'll go back over here. We're going to deal with the front cover now. So remove the SD card, okay. And then remove the front cover of the screen, yeah. That was the way that was connected on before. I can't remember, did it just snap on? Notice I never took my little cover off. I don't think the screen come. Let's see. Let me go back to the video here. Okay, so move that. Okay, they casually omitted the screen part. All right, so it's saying, now remove the front cover. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And I got the SD card out. Oh, okay. Is that how it went in? And make it. Oh, come on, man. Let me go look at it from the other side and see if I can see the way that it's engaged in there. I literally have no recollection of. No. Okay, well, I don't want to break my screen. Who knows how long the Panda Touch is still going to be compatible with this thing. So, I just can't. This is pulling the whole damn like screen assembly off. That's not what they did in the video. Let's see. So, okay, they just make it seem like it is quite literally a snap to the. Yeah, it is a snap to the side. Okay, that's all it was. So you got to go that way to get the screen off. And so that's what we did. Pulled the connector out. And then you got to remove these 2 screws here. So we'll do that now. Yeah, definitely if you can, well now the P1S is more affordable than before, so I don't know, the people who got the X1, don't get me wrong, I think the X1's a great machine. I just don't know if I needed all that, certainly to get started with the business. Okay, now there are screws. Okay, they conveniently skip over some of these steps here. Okay, so pull those screws out. Done. And now there is another screw. Let's see. Should have gotten a Lazy Susan for this thing, just to spin it around. Okay, that part's coming off. Oh, yeah. There is another screw. It's holding this on. And where is it? Let's see. So basically, right there. So those 2 screws, and then, oh, look, looks like it's on the front here. Is it this one here? Not the greatest lighting in the dark areas here. Yep, that's the screw. Faux show. All right. Yep, and then there we go. Yada. Okay, take that off. And then there is this one little part here. You're just looking at my arm. Let's do that. Okay. I wonder what this is. It's on there pretty good, but I wonder what it is. Some kind of PCB of some type. Sensor or something? Let me see. Okay, so they have that. that comes out. And then, okay. Oh, okay. They just have you pull it off from the top. Easier said than done from this angle. Let me go over that side. I wonder what the heck this is. That's actually like glued in. Where is, like, can I just need a, I don't have fingernails. There we go. There we go. Got some leverage, I think. Ow. Yeah, I just busted my fingernail. Okay, so anybody pulling this little, totally bit my fingernail, or not bit my fingernail, but sliced my fingernail, my thumb. Let me get a little blade and that'll pry this thing out. Okay, there we go. Just got to get under it. All right. Yep, that was just glued in. Great, now my thumb is bleeding underneath my fingernail. Lovely. Don't want that blade loosely floating around. Okay, so that is that. Now I know I have, this is the P1S front. And do I just do the reverse? Let's see. Oh no, we have to put in the front door hinges. Okie doke, can do that. So come back around. Bring our camera down. Okay, so I got to put a hinge here and another hinge here. And here they are. Now, did they come with the screws? So it's going to go, wait, that's this one. Oh, it goes down like this. So it's going to go like that. But no, I don't see screws for it. Let's see. Well, I'm guessing it came at the rear screws here, and then the glass front. Matter of fact, I think, if I remember correctly, that might be the case because, but this is 3 screws, not, oh no, it's only 2. And then we got the bottom hinge, which, where did I put that? Like I just saw it. Okay, well, anyway, we'll get these on with these 2 small screws. See what I'm talking about here? See my thumbnail? Ouch! I wonder if it's these? Well, maybe it's not those two fatties. Matter of fact, I'm pretty dang sure they're not. All right, let's go ahead and get these in. And come back up. There we go. And then the other one. Oh, those two screws are for the door itself. That's what it is. For the glass door. Understood. Okay. Now, the other hinge part, which I just had. Okay, this is going to be one of those days. Huh? Just had. Let me look at it from a different angle here. Hinge. Da, da, da. Nope. It's probably right in front of me, huh? That happens all the time. All the time. Let's see. I know it's here. No, it's right here. Yep, told you. Right in front of me. Derp. Okay. Now this one, I say to rotate it outward because it's easier to install. How's that? Okay, let's go back to the vid. Okay, yep, we know that. That's good. Now, oh wow, you got to jam it in there. Okay. There we go. I think. They make it look so much easier in the video. Here, let's see what I'm dealing with right now. Right here. Get down to eye level again here and see what we got. So they literally want you to get a screw in there. Like, how in the hell? Oh man, this is just insane. Okay, let's see. Let me go back and look at the video here. Okay. That way, install. Okay, well, they make it seem so obvious, and yet this thing just refuses to go in there. Make sure it's rotated all the way. It is. Okay, let's see the holes here. I know, that's what she said. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why professional YouTubers don't do this stuff live. Because then you got to sit here and struggle with something like this. And, you know, for the life of me, I know it fits in because, I mean, maybe, am I trying to do it the wrong, is that possible? I guess it is. Yeah, of course it's possible. Wrong hole. I'll leave that one alone. But yeah, they quite literally want you to get in there at an angle, screw this down. I don't feel like that's engaging at all. At all. No, it's definitely not. I wonder if these are the right screws. Is it possible I put the wrong screws in here? I mean, anything's possible, but let me see. Try and do the other side first and see what happens. Yeah. These are all coarse thread. These coarse thread? Oh, these are fine thread. I wonder. What are these screw kits with one screw? Is that my problem among the many others? Well, let's see. If I use the... See if I can't get back at the screw here, because it is in good. There we go. Okay. But now I'm stuck here. Ugh. Okay, there we go. There we go. Go. Come on, come on. You can do it. Okay, was that a coarse thread? Bet your ass it was. But it doesn't appear to be long enough. Well, this was the kit. The thing is, this isn't even seated down all the way. Let me see. If I go this coarse thread, nope, that's fine. 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 These are from the old back panel, so I know the new one comes with new screws. So let me see. If I go in with the coarse thread, first of all, can I? Yes, I can. Does it engage? You betcha it does. Okay. So that is my problem. Let me see. Okay, that is coarse thread. Is it just that it's not long enough? No, it's the same length. Maybe I'm just going at it at the wrong angle. Oh, Jesus. So for my fat-fingered friends, this is probably one of the more challenging parts because you are trying to wedge in a screw between a metal plate and a hinge. and it is a very tight space to the point where it's, I wouldn't say it's not impossible, obviously, but definitely not designed for chubby American fingers or anybody who's got chubby fingers. Now let's try this again. Nope. Try this. Come on. I know you can do it. When you just wedged it in the wrong place. Come on, man. This is where magnetism helps. I wonder if these things are magnetic. You'll notice that in the Bambu video, I'm in the exact same spot. The Bambu video is there's a lot of edits to the video, so I'm sure they went through something similar to make it look so easy to upgrade, but it does take some time. So we are what, hour and 15 minutes in at this point. I started this at 7:45 Pacific time. And this is proving to be a challenge, unlike before. It just keeps, the screw just keeps traveling to the same spot every single time I try and get it in there. And that is frustrating as all get out. Except right now, might be in the sort of the right spot. Now I just got to get it at the right angle. Nope, it's wedged in there again. Son of a beech nut. Okay, well, I'm going to do something I don't want to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to back out that other screw and see if I can't come at it at the right angle. Because this is, I don't need this hanging me up. But what we'll do is we'll put this screw here, and can I wedge it in like that? No. Can I? No. Of course not. That would be too easy. Okay, so we'll put this in like so. And then all right. Looks like we might have got it home, boys. Except it's just not engaging. Well, is it? Yeah, maybe I've gotten it as far as it'll go. Nope. It's not even engaged. What the hell? Maybe now. Yeah, that's better. That's what we wanted. Okay, now I gotta find the corkscrew again. This one? Yeah. Okay. Yep, that was it. That was it. Okay, yay! Coffee time. All right, next step. They're gonna make me put the glass on now. Remove the back panel, done. See, this is what I was saying. Remove the back panel. We've already removed the back panel. And then they want me to put it back to install the tool chain. And I'm glad I didn't put it back on because I had to take it right off again. Weak sauce. So super props to, gosh, I'm sorry, I don't remember your video or the name of your channel. I should have written it down, but thanks for pointing that out. Oh, auxiliary cooling fan assembly. Okay, now they make this. Okay. Interesting. So you have put the hinges on, but then you don't do anything else. Okay. Sure. Can't remember. That's for X1. For P1P. Okay. I'm guessing that's what this is. All right. Nope. Sorry about that. So now we get to install this part over here. And I'm guessing they have it, you just slide it here. I guess you got to route this cabling. Let's see what they say. This little channel here. So I don't know where you mount it though, or what you mount it to. Does it just go here? No, it can't be that. All right. Oh no, you're going, not going there. You are going here. And then you have to put it on right there, right next to that capacitor. Okay. It's going to come through. And then there's, I don't know if you can see them or not. I can't, oops, I don't want to record. Here, let's see. Take it back it up a little bit. Along the main board here, here's your fins for your heatsink, but then you've got these connectors right here, and they had it going to, yeah, so this one, and so I'm guessing it's going to be, no, black cables down, it appears, or is it, I think it's this way, yeah, it's this way, so no. So my tired old eyes can't see it all that well, but you know, this is one of those things where you don't want to jam it in because the pins will get bent, and then you don't. Then you're really screwed. Then you're getting in there with needle nose pliers, and that just slows down everything. Okay, that was it. Okay, so for those of you upgrading, it is black wire top for this cable here on that connector, which is labeled fan 2 in the back, which it says in the video, of course. Now I see it. Install the left side panel. Okay, so that's that side, right? Oh no, you have to put, this is the left side. Okay, I guess it's looking at it from the front. That's why they have you put the fan up here. Because I'm guessing you're going to screw the fan into there. Okay, and here's another thing that they have you do. All right, well, let's go ahead and connect it to the fan slot. We did that. Now, let's go over and put the panel on, which I have here. And there's 2 sets of screws here. I'm guessing they're the same amount of screws. So left side. Yep, this is left side. Okay. Now insert the screws on the top of the panel, which we will now do. So it's 4 screws, which I do count 4 screw holes here. So let's go ahead and get those in. Of course, is this right? I don't think so. Where am I? These are the correct size screws, right? Or am I? These are all coarse screws in that screw kit. But if I'm looking at the holes here, I wonder if these are tapping holes. That could be the case. But yeah, that's not tapping in there at all. Okay, let's take a closer look, see what's going on. Make sure that I got the screws off of the, let's see. Well, there's 4 sets, or 2 main sets of screws here. Let me look at the other ones. There are 4 screws, so maybe there's 4 tiny, like threaded, no, maybe these are it. Set of coarse screws. That appears to be the issue. So they give you when, whoops, that wasn't supposed to be like that. I don't think it was. When they give you these, interesting, what's going on here, folks? Huh. Okay, I am seeing some inconsistencies here. And mainly the inconsistency I'm seeing is that the holes, okay, the screw fits in just fine, but the holes up top are very, very small. And let's see if there's anything in the video about that. They make all the screws look like they go flush. Yeah, they look much smaller than these. I wonder Ah, well, here's some smaller ones for sure. Oh, maybe this is it. Ah, this is it. Okay, I found it. So this is definitely your, you know, what you want to be careful of is sorting your screws correctly, because this is something that yeah, they don't even talk about these tiny ass screws that go in the top. But once I saw that they went flush, there's a recess on these top points here, and the other screws were not going in all the way and being flush. And of course, with the glass top, it has to be flush. So something didn't seem right. I'm glad I didn't force it. Makes me wonder, how do you, I guess you just do the top screws and then, again, I looked at the videos, but I was just, I wanted to be more like if I was, you know, somebody with minimal work. By the way, if anybody's calling the main line while I'm doing this, I'm not going to answer the phone right now. So I just got a phone call through our business number. I'm not answering the phone right now. Okay. I guess that's a hole. Jeez. So, you know, I know this has been said many, many times, but the side panels on the P1S are plastic. They're not metal like the X1C. I don't know if that's a turn off for some of you guys or not. I don't really care. I like the fact that it's a little bit more lightweight. I'm gonna back this one out a little bit. See where I can't engage this back hole. There we go. Under a little bit of tension, so let's see. Oh, they don't talk about this. That's what's interfering right now. Okay. They don't talk about that. Or if they did, I didn't see it. I guess the assumption is that it's not going to be installed. Oh, geez, why not? Okay, this is something that needs to be, there we go. That's how you do that. And I'm guessing at that point you can then back. Can you re-engage that? Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you don't need to. Who knows? Come back to that. Okay. At least I can get these last two holes in. Oh, also, just a heads up, I am running Mac OS 26 on my streaming computer right now. So if it's acting up, the fans are going full blast right now, which is not unusual for this older Mac. It's a Intel. It's one of the last Intel MacBooks, but that's why the microphone is on me and not going off of the Mac. It just figured it'd be better that way. Okay, now top panel's on. But remember, you do have to remove this little guy. You can't see it. This little guy right here. You got to remove that screw, otherwise the panel won't go flush. So I don't know if that's a big deal anyway, But once I put the back panel on, this thing's probably gonna have to come off anyway. I'm guessing. Okay, and come on, Apple Diagnostics, go away, cancel. Delete draft, thank you. All right, let us go back to a normal view on the video here. Okay, so it just said something. Install the 4 screws on the top. Now pull this top piece off and install the bigger screws. Okay. So the one thing that they had me snap in now, this guy here, over here, I gotta pull out. And it says install 3 screws. I see 1, 2, or is it these 3? It might be these 3. I think that's what that is. Let me see. Fatter one. I think this is for the top edge of the panel. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, that's what it was. These 3. These are coarse screws. So looking at the right side panel, I understand what's going on now. There are 3, 6, 10 screws on the panel, in addition to the 4 top screws. So that's pulling that housing into place, and I'm guessing there's going to be more down here too. So I understand also why the fan's here now, because the fan needs to attach to this panel, and you needed to route the cable to the back here. The fan cable, you had to route that over, so it makes sense. Okay, so does that have me put the cover out? Okay, so I put the cover back on. Okay. Done. Okay. Okay, and there's the 1 screw. Probably, let me, come on. Okay. Helps to have a little light in here. And we'll go down again here. And so this is a screw that's right underneath this rail. It's gonna hit the front now. Okay. Whoop, hello. There's a little wedge right here. There we go. So doing this in a well-lit area, especially when you have all this black material. Sorry, it's my coffee machine going through a cleaning cycle. Well-lit definitely makes sense, which is probably the only reason I would have done this in my studio, because with the changing light from the outside here, it's kind of a pain. All right, so that's the 1. And then 4 screws. Okay. So more of these coarsely threaded screws. And it looks like there's 1 here. Another one. Here. And then there should, I said 4. Okay, there's one there and one there. Got it. Wow, these are really tucked away, gang. Really tucked away. So I'm not even going to bother putting the camera on them, but there's inside of these, the threaded rods here, there is 2 more. And yeah, it's funny, when I got my Stratasys printer so many years ago, 15 years ago, this all came assembled, right? But the printer was also, with tax, shipping, and everything, was $60,000. So that gives you an idea of how much has changed. Now, we can print ABS in this, and I bet you probably could do it in the P1P if you have tight restrictions on the airflow around. But you know, 60 grand for just it was basically a support material and model material only printer, and it was ABS, and the cartridges, well, you can see it on my video. I think it's the second video on the channel. It's the cartridges are $250. It's crazy for less than 1 kilo of filament. Okay, it looks like there's some more screws to do back here. Something tells me that I'm going to be left with a lot of extra screws, some of which just went all over the floor. Let me get those real quick so I don't lose them. Although these are tiny little machine screws. They're the fine threaded screws. Now there's one way over there. If I come up short one fine screw, I can deal with that later. Okay. Coarse thread. Nope. So here we've got, let's see, some more to do. It looks like around here somewhere. I got these to do for sure. There's 3 of them here. What? No, but this has got me doing ones on the inside, not these. And you know what? I bet I know why. There is a lip right here, and I wonder if that back panel slides underneath here. But they say there's 2 more. And where in the hell? So one's way up here. Huh. Really? Let's see where. I don't see it. My noggin's going to get in the way, so I'm going to move this real quick. And, oh, you got to be kidding me. Seriously? Dang. Okay. All right, so going back to that whole fat finger thing, see, this is just going to be a load of bullshit. Oh, man. You got to be really strategic. And the built-in tools that come, the little Allen wrenches and stuff, yeah, no. Nope. They aren't kidding though. There's 2 more. to get that tight. Okay. See if you can see it. So there's another one. So if you're looking at the, here's my finger, there's another one right up here. And I don't care what camera you have, you ain't getting in there. Not getting in there with the camera. No way, no how. I can barely see where I'm going with this screw. I think I got it on the first try though. That would be amazing. Yep, I did. Rock on. Some success. Okay. Hello. All right, that's good. That's in. Stop draining my battery here. And let's see. Got the 2 screws. Install the 4 screws where? Oh, so I'm doing the 4 screws on the back. Okay. Well, so be it. Yep, gotta go to the side. Okay. Hang on. Hello. So first things first, this guy just got to come off, period. And when I say this guy, I mean this little thing here. It's just got to come off. Just in the way. Okay. All right. So now and this one's lined up for some reason. Okay, that's good. That's my bottom one. Almost. Definitely a tight fit, which is good. You want that. So it doesn't line up. Now I'm going into the, should I be using these screws? No, that's not it. What does it say? Three, 4 point. Okay, so those are the small ones. And I'm guessing it's these. Let's see. That's a coarse thread. We don't. Pretty sure it's these shallow threads. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. These just don't want to go. All right, let's see. Oh, hello. I know they're smaller. All right. Well, so the bottom one, which is probably the most lined up, doesn't even want to go. All right, well, let's test this against, I'm pretty sure this is the same size. Yeah, that's what we want. And I think we've got identicals right there. So it's just a matter, I loosen this guy up a little bit. Okay. Well, I can't really pry these back much anymore. Man, this is like dead center on. It should just go in. But it's not. Of course it's not. Why would it do that? Why would it cooperate? This shouldn't be that hard. All right, I see a couple more tiny ones here. Let me see if these work. Because it could be it. It could be my problem here. So I'm looking at the wrong screw. Yeah, usually in these kinds of situations, it's very, very specific, the kind of screw that this thing is tapped for. And I mean, I'm kind of hitting it with all the different sizes I see here. And clearly, I'm not having the success that I want. That is super frustrating. Well, what if I take this top one off again and see what happens here? I caught it and then I dropped it still. Okay, these are on. These are on like Donkey Kong. So let me just try one of the screws that I couldn't get into the other holes. See if this just goes in. Yeah, it does. Totally does. So this is clearly something else. These holes are just not lining up for some reason. I don't want to leave them behind, but at the same time, I don't want to get stalled out on this either. Especially since the fan needs to be installed on the inside of this panel. Okay, that is definitely the screw hole right there. And its little cousin is right next door. Okay, yeah, that goes right in. So I know that this is the right screw. But for whatever reason, where's my little screw here? Where is that hole? There's one right there. I should be able to just go right in. So, see this here? Tool goes right in. Now, I'm looking at the two and they're not aligned right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out these two screws here just a tad, because these were a pain in the butt. Just getting back to them. Kind of a pain in the butt. And hopefully that'll give me a little bit of leverage. Where's that one? Yeah, right there. Sorry, I gotta change that angle again. Okay. There you are. See if this lets me get at these a little bit easier. Oh yeah. So now, yeah, these are totally bowing out. Okay, I need clearly another pair of hands here to do that. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute this and I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a pair of clamps to clamp. Okay, I'm back. So got a pair of clamps and there we go. Oh, sort of. It's a little bit of a balancing act. Okay, see if that helps at all. This guy looks lined up. Is it? Looks lined up, but it's... See, that might be the wrong size. All right. Not quite there. Not quite. thing just wants to lay down. See if this isn't even enough to... Come on, man. Just doesn't want to sit on there because of the curvature of the case. Let's see if I get some leverage on the case even. Huh. It's just not even lining up. Sorry. That is really odd. Because I see... There's the hole right there. It's right freaking there. I don't get it. What? It's right there. Come on, Bambu, work with me here. Can't even tell if that hole's lined up. Let's see. I can see it. I mean, it's right there. And just not engaging. Or is it? Nope. That looks like it's the right size screw too. That's the thing, is that if I'm spending all this time on this screw, it should work. This part is getting super frustrating. Okay. These aren't even remotely lined up. It's almost like this whole thing needs to come down, but once I pull this one out, like, I mean, literally, this hole I can see. Look, this can go in. Sorry, you can't see that. Oh, you're looking at the wrong place. There we go. See? That's going right in. So that works. Here? No. Here? Kinda. Here? No. So that this doesn't make any sense. It's not making any sense. Let me Move this guy over a little bit. And we'll make this guy more, instead of tall, we'll make it square. There we go. And let's move that one on top. There we go. So my dilemma, what I'm facing right now, is that these holes, whoops, these holes here and here and then down below, they're just not lining up. And let me go, don't want that to come off. And if we go, you know, this hole, like I said, this hole up top here, I can go right in. And the bottom hole even, like its neighbor right next door, I can go right in. These guys, right through, right? But this side, for whatever reason, just doesn't want to line up. And even clamping it, let's see, if I do that, let me see, because maybe I clamped it too far. That's it right there. Well, let's try again. Let's try again with the lower one. Go down. Okay, I can see the grommet around the riveted area. And let's see. Yeah, see, I can't do that. See, it just doesn't want to engage. I mean, so that says to me, it's potentially a screw problem. But maybe, let's see, these screws that were on here before, these look like the same style. Well, hope that wasn't anything critical. Nope, just the back panel. But you see that, if I try and get it in there, even at an angle, it just does not want to go. Oh, did it? No. So if I move this out, let's see, can I even get it to engage this way? Or am I wrong screw for the job? Could be. Could very well be. But it doesn't explain why the top one worked fine, this one doesn't. No, it's simply not going in. Simply not going in. Okay, so then what we have here is a failure to engage. And that doesn't make any sense either, because I'm only dealing with the screws that Bambu gave me. But I'm gonna wedge this in there like that. And here's a screw. This is a fresh screw that seems to be the right size. And that's just not going in. So that's the problem. That is exactly the problem. Is it these? No, it can't. Are you telling me that I had another set of screws right here the whole time and these are the right screws? In which case, I will totally own up to it and move along. But these are weird looking screws. First of all, does the head pattern fit? Yes, it does. Which would make total sense if these things freaking engaged. Okay, come on. You know what? I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna get this lined up. And it just, the bane of my existence. Okay, that hole, I can see it. And this, is this a different size? No, this isn't a small one, is it? No. Okay. All right, let's, come on, go in there. Come on, you know you wanna go in. Ah, come on, man, what the hell? See this, so these things are top heavy and they don't have a lot of depth for the screw, for the Allen wrench to engage them. So does that mean that this guy, top here, let me just try it. Or does it just go right in? Yeah, this one just goes right in. So is it different? Oh man. How much time am I wasted on this back freaking panel at this point? Okay. Try another one. Yeah, see, okay, so one other thing. These are different size holes. They definitely are. And why I can't... Why can't I get this to engage at all? At all. Come on, man. All right. This is getting frustrating, I'm not going to lie. Because, all right, well, here, I got another one right here on this side. You know, I'm not going to change the camera view. You can look the top view. Okay, so, yeah, these screws suck. Are these... Yeah, these suck. Because I'm going to have to deal with this on this side, too. Yeah, that's not going in at all. So let me try. All right, none of these are going in. So the last one I've got here are these coarse ones, and I'm pretty sure that the coarse ones don't go. And if they do, I'm going to cry. No, none of these are going. All right, Bambu, what gives? What am I missing? Let me look at the other screw kit that comes with it. The other side. Yeah, these 1, 2, 3, 4, these tiny machine screws, which are these guys here. And they're not going at all either. Boy. Boy, boy, boy. These are too fat, I can tell. All right, well, I am at a loss for what's going on here, but I need to figure that out before I go any further. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the stream, and I'm going to come back, and once I've got this figured out, I will come back and take a look and let you guys know. So be on the lookout for part 2. Bye.